Good morning. Hey, y'all. Okay, I gotta fix my title. Hold up. Okay, we're gonna say the consequences of unproductivity. Does that sound better? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my voice. I really don't. Yuck. I don't know what the fuck. Good morning. Hey, Miss T. How are you? Y'all, I got up. I don't know what it is. I woke up like 3 something, but I do feel like I slept as much as I could. So that's good. I'm actually doing some laundry. And I was like, let me go live because I got a message. Good morning, Polo. Good morning. Top of the morning. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like, please. Like the video. Help me out. All right. Let me, what's up, Blockify? Hold on, y'all. Let me just share my live real quick. And then we're getting ready to, y'all make sure y'all like this video. Double tap the screen. So we're talking about the consequences of unproductivity, not being productive. That is what we are talking about this morning. And I'm telling y'all, the more you are unproductive, I know for me, right? No, you know what? I'm going to say this for everybody. You know, I know the norm is like to have a job, right? All right, cool. You have a job. You're expected to be at that job certain days, certain hours, whatever the agreement is. Okay, cool. Now that job is producing one income. You are reliant on that job for that one income. That job is reliant on you being healthy enough to get up and get to the job, of you being able to get up and get to that job. So it's an exchange system. What happens when you're no longer healthy enough to get up and get to that job? Things can change at the drop of a dime. That's how life works. It's unpredictable. If we could predict our lives, I think a lot of us would be in a much better place. It's so important that you have other things in place. You know, I talk about multiple streams of income all the time. And it's just funny to me that I don't think people fully understand what that means. What else could you be doing to generate an income? And the thing is, are you willing to do it? Our actions are what we produce. It's nothing like being productive. I'm realizing that I have not been as productive as I need to be, as I should be. And because of that, I'm leaving money on the table, money on the floor. And I don't like that. I don't like that, not one bit. You can't allow I was going to say distractions. Things happen. Shit happens, you know? You really have to be able to navigate. The truth is, there's really no time to waste. Like, we gotta stop wasting our time. For real. Oh, so I'm gonna get some more detergent. But you know what? This bottle lasted a long time. I will say that. So it's definitely worth the money. For sure. I'm gonna get some more everything. Oh, this sucks. Okay. Need more fabric softener. Oh no. Oh, I should have used the other towel I had because it had. It's okay. So, back to what I was saying. So, right now, there's some insurance stuff that I need to be doing. I'm really going to start getting on here and getting into my bags. You know? For real. Come on here, chop it up with y'all. You know, it's similar to, it's so funny because someone recently said to me something about, you know, me door dashing or Instacart or whatever. So weird. You know, these are the type of people that you really have to stay away from. because I would never knock someone that chooses a side hustle. That's not what I do full time. First of all, I haven't done that in, I think we might be coming up to a year very soon since the last Instacart order that I delivered, that I completed. And at the end of the day, that was a side hustle, a side job, something that I chose to. You have to make a decision, right? You have to have a vehicle to be able to do work like that. A vehicle that's in good working condition. And like I've always talked about on my channel when it comes to gig work, like you have to, it's a lot of wear and tear, in my opinion, when you do that type of work. You're putting a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle and on your body. But it is a good, side hustle. You could make a quick $100 for the day. Some people make more. I think it depends on how many hours you're willing to put in. You have to, here's the thing that I don't think people realize. Entrepreneurship is just like having a job. I think the biggest difference is you don't have anyone looking over your shoulder. Yeah, it was great content. I forgot to mention that. It was great content. I had a few people that really enjoyed watching me do that. But the last time that I did it, Polo, the title of that video was, "This is my last time doing Instacart." That was an upgrade for me because I did that in between my full-time career situation as an insurance agent. I had a newer opportunity to make more money. So therefore, the supplemental income that Instacart was providing for me, I could make just off of my main job. Those are the type of decisions we have to make because we want to ultimately work smarter, not harder. So there were two really important things that I mentioned about gig work: wear and tear. Wear and tear costs you money and it costs you your health. I said that doing that type of work puts a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle that you're driving. I remember when I was doing that shit, I got 2 oil changes like within 3 months. Even the place where I was taking my car to be serviced for the oil change, she's like, "What are you doing?" I was putting so many miles on my car. I was working so hard. I did that shit full time at one time. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's not a lot of money. $100 and I'm running around five, maybe 6 hours. That's not worth it to me. I deserve to be making way more than that on an hourly basis. And that's what I love about being in sales, is that it's all about the commission structure and you understanding that your productivity can earn you this much. That's why we're talking about productivity this morning. So I was able to say, I don't need to go out and do this anymore on the weekends or in the evenings, because I'm able to make what I was making doing that and more if I just put all of my energy into my full-time career and what I have. Now, okay, cool. We kind of got that where we need to be. We're still working at it. There are things that, needs to be improved that could really turn the switch. Okay, cool. I need to be in the mindset and in the mind frame to do the work. Because if I lack productivity in that area, the income's going to lack. Okay, cool. We got that. What else do we have going on? I don't care how much you are making your full-time career. Imagine money coming from somewhere else. You can still work your full-time career. You know that check coming whatever dates every month. Okay, cool. We got that out the way. You get up, you go to work, you do your thing. You put that work in. What else you got coming in? Now, some of us regular working people decided to get on social media. Social media actually pays people money. Some people don't look at it like that. They like, man, I just come on here. I'm just kicking it, meeting people, networking. It ain't really about the money for me. Okay, okay, cool. I mean, that's your perspective. But the shit, I mean, that's what they offer. And if somebody offering me something, I'm going to be like, okay, why not? So now you become a content creator. It is literally another job. It is work. Although, sometimes it may feel like you're coming on here and venting or, talking about your life. Whatever you decide to do as far as content goes, it is an opportunity to produce another source of income. They have an actual payday, just like a job. They pay, Google pays on the 21st of every month. That's your payday. Why not go for that? Why not strive for that? It's another source of income, another deposit. We want multiple streams through that same platform. And there's multiple apps. I'm lacking productivity not being on those other apps. There are people making money on TikTok. Keep saying I need to get over there. We got 24 hours in a day. What are you doing with it? Where are you going with it? It is so important to be productive. Y'all, I was listening to Tim's this morning. That song is the best. I want us to understand so productivity is a measure of efficiency, comparing the amount of goods, services, or completed tasks, which is your output, to the resources or time used, which is the input. So personal habits driven by energy management, routines, and avoiding constant multitasking or distractions. So some things that we can do to improve our productivity. This is the important part. Plan ahead. So planning ahead consists of setting clear daily routines to reduce decision fatigue. You know what's so funny? I got so much, I don't know if I would say backlash, but criticism for investing in myself, for paying someone money to help me improve in an area that they are doing better in. I got so much criticism for that. Alexa, stop. And what's so important to know is you have to pay attention to what people say to you. And that's really why I had to get to a point of, removing myself from certain environments. And I realized that I needed to do that here on the internet as well. That's crazy. Because I realized in my real life that it was the best decision I could have ever made, changing my environment, moving from New York to Alabama. Life is so much lighter here, freer, in my opinion, peaceful. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at the benefits of such. I realized here on the internet there are just certain mentalities, maybe certain mindsets that I don't need to be around. Because if you're an individual that uses something like that to try to like make a dig at me, we don't need to be around each other. Because I'm doing something to, you know what I'm saying, make money. We need money. We got to stop acting like, oh, we good. I get this much every month. I make this much every year. You could be making more though. What's wrong with that? We got a lot of shit we want to do. We want to purchase cribs. We want to, we want to be living, a certain lifestyle, certain way. We like dressing nice, smelling good. You need money. We like eating good. So it's productivity, getting things done. Where is my, we started, starting things and not finishing them. Common example of non-productivity, of not being productive. Perfect example. You gotta follow through. You gotta finish. I can relate to that so well. And I just got inspired because this brings us back to the book that I was reading initially. We had finished reading Pick a Horse with Noel Randall, written by Noel Randall, let me say that. We read that book in its entirety. And then we had started reading Brian Tracy. We started reading a Brian Tracy book. And I can't find it, y'all. I'm looking for it right now. That's crazy. Let me see if it's up here. I know I just saw it. Like, I remember seeing it somewhere. That's crazy. I lost my book. But we really need to tap. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so y'all, and Brian Tracy is a very successful entrepreneur. So again, there's nothing wrong with investing in information from people that have more knowledge than you. You know, that's the name of the game. Good morning, Michelle. Hey, girl. Good to see you. My sis says some people just don't want nothing out of life but to sit on their ass and take handouts. That part. That part. You know, again, I would rather, and things are getting so much easier for us to get a lot of things done because of technology, because of AI, because of, I mean, come on, there's no excuse. And I know it can be scary, but like I said, there's an opportunity even on here to make money. And unfortunately, you know, what I've learned is there are some people that come on here that choose to watch what other people are doing and criticize it. Okay, cool. No problem. You can do that. But we don't have to be associated. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Because what I'm trying to do is on some other, you know what I'm saying? That's just, it's not going to work. It's oil and water. So, you know, we got to get back into reading these books and strengthening our minds. You know, handling distractions better. And I think what that consists of, I think what I'm going to walk away as far as a lesson learned is really creating those boundaries. Like, I am a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a little girl. I'm not someone in school and, you know, I just get up and go to classes. No. You know, I have a child that I have to make sure is well prepared for his day. And then I have to make sure I'm well prepared for my day. So this book is Master Your Time, Master Your Life. The breakthrough system to get more results faster in every area of your life. And it helps you actually accomplish tasks that need to be completed in order to improve your productivity. So remember when we just read the definition of productivity, it says common ways to improve, plan ahead, set clear daily routines to reduce decision fatigue. So we have to set time out to do just that. And this book is going to help us. I did start reading it. But you know what? We could start over because I'm still in the early pages of the book. We had stopped at page 24. So it's nothing to just go back and start at the beginning. The other way to improve is to manage energy. Manage your energy. So this basically suggests that productivity is the best during high energy periods, and then you take physical breaks. That's kind of self-explanatory. That's why rest is so important. going to sleep at night is so important. Or, some people work overnight shifts, but scheduling time to rest is so important. Improve your productivity. And lastly, it suggests minimizing distractions. We just talked about that. Turn off unnecessary phone notifications and avoid multitasking. And for a lot of us, that is hard. You said God also says, don't be no fool. Yeah. What's up, sexy stud man? What's up? So, yeah, you guys, I really want to work on improving my productivity this year. For real, for real, for real, for real. It is the 8th month of the year, 2026. Like, what are we doing? We're in the third quarter. Is this the third quarter? Yeah. It's October, November, December is the fourth quarter. Um, I've had waves and flows this year. We've had some good months and months that could have been better. And those months that could have been better, we know what could have been better. So we're not in a position to really play around with productivity. And that's why this message was like so important to me this morning. And I do want to apologize for not doing last night's live. I really needed to get some rest. I was super tired. I don't even like being in that type of energy when I go live. So rest was very important for me last night. Therefore, I did not get to do that live. But I'm looking forward to the conversation. Um, you know, I'm enjoying doing the relationship discussions. It's another way that we are looking to improve. We want to improve being better people so that we can be in healthy relationships. And I feel like that's what those conversations bring. And people have been coming out, and it's been really cool. Really, really cool. So yeah, so I moved that back to tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. And I hope that people show up and we talk about dealing with insecurities in relationships. So yeah, because a lot of people have them. We're human, you know? And for me, I feel like an insecure person has a hard time trusting. Or you can be insecure in a certain area of your relationship, and therefore it causes you not to, trust someone. So I think it's going to be a really good topic. And I also thought about another topic this morning, so I got to work on that. So yeah, we got to keep the content going. I'm glad you didn't out. You was knocked out, girl. Girl, that's because we be doing a lot. You know, we can also have mental fatigue. You can be not only physically fatigued, but you can also be mentally fatigued. And I'm not sure which is worse because the mental fatigue, man, that has its consequences as well. So yeah, I have so it's 5:04 and see I keep saying I'm going to sit down, get on my computer. Y'all, I have like contracts that I need to fill out that I have not been doing. I really need to push my website. Like, I have so much work to do. I need to be putting up my uploads, and I don't know what it is. I feel like, there's like a stronghold, and I'm trying to shake that motherfucker off. You feel me? Like, I got shit to do. I can't be out here playing. I gotta pray it away. Wait, I typed the wrong password. What? Okay. Bruh. Let me see. What website? I'm trying to think, what email do I need to sign into? And then I'm seeing these videos, right? Hey, good morning, MJE. She said, break your goals down to 3 smaller goals. That is a technique that Brian Tracy teaches as well. Like, it's a whole like system that he teaches of prioritizing your tasks and prioritizing, which is really important. But yes, that is a great tip. Make them achievable to build. Yeah, so like, for example, getting these contracts completed. Oh my goodness. Like, I can't. I'm trying to think what email oh. So I want to share my journey. And I'm so happy to get away from certain mindsets because now I can focus and really, because I mean, people going to make fun of you making money. Run. Do you hear me? Run. You don't want to be like them. You don't want to be broke. You don't want to be sad and miserable, hating. You don't want to be that person. Get away from them. Okay, we're trying to stacks, money, moolah. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. We got legacies to leave something behind for. We have children. Fuck that noise. Get your ass up and get something done. And you feel more confident. You feel more proud of yourself when you are productive. And especially when it's going to lead to some money. Especially when you can look in the bank and be like, oh shit, I made that. I put that work in. Whatever I did allowed me to get this. Hi, Maria, 2 times. Hey, boo. Girl, I'm over here on my, listen. Girl, we talking about productivity. this morning. Being productive. Getting to the money. All right, y'all. So I'm in my email and we're going to get back into our book reads. We still have 2 books we're working on, guys. So we have our Level Up book, and then we have our relationship book. I also need to get back on the backup channel. It's a lot. I gotta figure it out. I gotta create a schedule. And I need to stick to it. And I hope that my channel inspires others that may need to do the same. Where we can all support each other in that way. It don't get no realer than that as adults. What? MJE says start with gratitude. Absolutely. An organization helps tremendously. I'm going to get better with it. I have so many notebooks. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't need not another notebook. Notebooks and pens, we good on. You said I'm not alone. Good. Good. Yeah, I have like other business opportunities. I need to do more marketing and promotion. Open enrollment is coming up for the marketplace and for Medicare. And as an agent, I need to be promoting my call center. Like I can't let this stuff like We got the t-shirts and people are loving, the concept, but I need more support, you know. I need to add more colors. You got a new notebook that you're trying to, we got to pull these notebooks out. That's why when we get back into reading Brian Tracy, so we're going to start back tomorrow, y'all, because I've already been on here almost 45 minutes. I'm trying to find this email. And I don't know if you guys would be, honestly, I shouldn't care. And that's no offense because I do value your time and I do value being entertaining to you guys, right? So I don't know how entertaining it would be for me to live stream while I'm like getting things done. I don't know if y'all would like that. Or maybe I should just do it and it is what it is, right? I'm trying to find this email. So as an insurance agent, we have portals. So I'm looking for my portal, and in my portal, there are carrier contracts that I need to execute. As an insurance agent, in order to start selling insurance products, you have to be appointed by a carrier to be able to sell their product. So, for example, if you are a healthcare insurance agent, in order to sell an Aetna insurance policy, you have to be appointed by Aetna, appointed and approved by Aetna to sell their product. Same thing with Humana, United Healthcare, all of those carriers, you guys. Us as agents, we have to apply and be approved and appointed to be able to sell their product. That's how that works. So I have carrier contracts that I have not filled out and executed so that I'm able to earn an income from selling their product on the side as a side hustle, which is why I chose to no longer do Instacart, because the name of the game is for us to make more money by doing less work. Um, okay, you think that'll be good? Okay. And I'm trying to break into other algorithms, the business and money mindset, those type of algorithms, because that's really my vibe. That's the type of content I used to watch, here on YouTube. And as you start developing, that content, you become a trusted source. And that's another reason why I have to separate myself from the negative. And that's okay. That's a part of growth, and it's a part of leveling up. I Yeah, Maria used to be there. Essence used to support me doing Instacart as well. Lemon Kush, my mod Lemon Kush Pepper loved it. But I'm telling y'all, it's not. Shout out to the people that do it. For real. Shout out to the Door Dashers, the Instacarters, the Uber Eaters, all of that. All of that. Shout out to them. However, for me, I don't want to tear my car up. I love my car. I want to preserve it. I'm telling y'all, doing that type of work is the fastest way to lose a transmission. You need brakes, oil changes. It's a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle. Y'all got to think about it. You grab an order, you got to go to the store. I see some of the people that I used to shop with. Like, you start seeing other Instacarters regularly in the same store, so you kind of get familiar with people, right? And there's this dude, and he's so diligent. That's why I said you can really work that as a business, as a job, and you're working for yourself. That is that is a way of being an entrepreneur. You get a 1099 of all the income that you've made while you're doing those orders, right? So there's this dude, and I recognize him from when I was doing it. I would see him in the stores, and he is at that shopping center like I'm at my job, parked up, waiting for an order to pop up. You grab the order, you go inside the store, you have to shop the order for Instacart. So every gig worker, position is different. Door Dashers just gotta go to the restaurant, pick up the food, and deliver it to the person. Instacart, you gotta go to the store. If it's you go into the store and you're actually shopping the order. You're getting their produce, the meat, everything. You're going to the checkout, you're checking out. You're loading the bags into your car. Then you got to drive it to the destination, unpack it from your car, take it to their door. Okay, boom, done. Now we're back in the car, going back to that same store or another store, whatever it is. And that is all it's a lot of manual labor. It's a lot of moving and driving, and it can be exhausting, but it was probably one of the most freeing, especially when I was doing it full time. Cause it's like, damn, the weather's beautiful. I'm just out here. I get to help people. Cool. But then I'm putting mad mileage on my car. And here's the thing, when it comes to auto insurance, a lot of companies do not insure gig workers. You have to not for personal auto, because now you have to look at it as I'm using my personal vehicle to do work and be compensated. Therefore, that makes you a commercial driver. That makes your vehicle a commercial vehicle, or you have to get a policy for business. You can't get regular personal auto insurance when you do gig work. So there's a lot of things that you have to consider. And some people are not honest when they fill out, when they apply for auto insurance or when you get a quote. Some people are not honest about that. But we could see the mileage. And sometimes I'm like, damn, your annual mileage like 30, 40,000 for the year. What are you doing? Where you be going? That's crazy. And here's another thing. The higher the mileage that you're putting on your vehicle, you are more at risk of getting into an accident. That's how that works. So if you're someone that drives a lot of miles and you go to get personal auto insurance, your premium could be higher. I'm just giving y'all some, couple of little gems. It is a lot of work. And so I was able, as an insurance agent, and the position that I'm in now, I said, okay, if I put more of my energy into doing this job, I could be making way more money. So I decided to stop doing Instacart. We're almost at a year since I've done my last Instacart order. I have to find that video because I went live and the title of the live was, "This is my last time doing Instacart." Well, our vehicles already devalue once we drive off the lot, but it makes it in worse condition. I'm telling you, they be losing their transmissions because they do that shit so much. You know? So, you end up putting a lot of money into maintenance of your vehicle. And sometimes it ends up not even really being worth it. I'm telling you, there are some decent orders out there that um might pay you $50 for the order once you complete it with the tip and everything. There's some really good people out there that tip very well. You know what I'm saying? But those are, far and few between. You know what I'm saying? Like it just you don't know. You don't know what the day is gonna bring. Um, but yeah, it has its benefits. I think it is a good side hustle, but if you come along an opportunity where you can make more money doing less work, that's the option I'm going to pick, me personally. You know. So yeah, um part of my website is actually helping you guys get life insurance, or at least just have, a consultation with an agent about your options, right? So once I've referred you to an agent, by me having my carrier contract completed, if you do decide to purchase a policy with that agent, then I would earn a commission for the referral. But it is my responsibility to be appointed by that carrier so that I can be compensated. So this is why me lacking productivity and getting that completed, I'm leaving money on the floor, money on the table, and you see how that works? Lyft has a program where you can use one of their vehicles, but of course you don't make as much money because you have to, yep. Yeah, they have those like loaner programs. But yeah, and some people actually sign up for that. That's why I said, like, we have to figure out what else. What else can I be doing? Now, if you do that and content creation, cool. That's your content, and you making money off of social media as well. We are almost at 1 hour, y'all. I'm about to wrap it up. It's almost 5:30. I was up early today. This was a really good conversation. And a lot of people may not, I'm not expecting high views. I'm not. I'm expecting a better community. How about that? I want a better community. I want a community that thinks like me. And my thoughts don't involve what other people are doing. Now, there's a lot going on out here. We're living in a very sick world, y'all. This is like crazy. I just saw the reality star, Sydney Star. I wouldn't even say they're a reality star, but we're all familiar with Sydney from Love and Hip Hop. We know them from different reality shows, and the charges that this person is facing is crazy. I saw another story of some political person. His family found out he's been fucking their dog. They put cameras up in the house because they were getting their house renovated, and they had a lot of contractors coming in and out, so they had a camera system installed. And the wife saw that this man was in the house when the family's gone, fucking the dog. I mean, they said it was some grotesque, like, I don't know what the fuck the man was doing. This is some sick shit. It's some sick shit going on out here, man. The rise in pedophilia, the rise in people fucking with children, violating children. And I want to say this. I know there's been a lot of talk about what people say about people's children. And I'm going to say this again. If people would stop fucking with people, they wouldn't say it. You fucking people should know that on a regular day, a regular situation, none of us would be speaking like this. None of us would. We don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? This is shit on here. It's some sick ass shit going on. And, we really, really, really have to be prayed up for sure. There's so much bigger things going on than what people want to focus their time and energy on. So again, like, I am changing my environment on the internet the same way that I changed my environment. What's up, Farici? I'm not saying it's okay to say that. Don't miss what I'm saying. I think the bigger picture is that people need to stop fucking with people and leave them alone. No one is innocent. No one is innocent. But anyway, It's not productive for us to even like focus on that. So you see how people pop out. I was having a very positive, we've been talking about productivity and income, but as soon as I bring up the mess, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. I love the internet. It's a variety of bullshit on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta really pick and choose what you um invest your energy into. Real talk. A lot of people take this shit very, very, very seriously. Very, 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 very seriously. And that's unfortunate. And a lot of times they take it so serious and they're doing it for free. So now you ask, are you saying that people provoked him to say that? It's productive because I choose to know who I am watching. I mean, you either watch or you don't. See, you choose to know, and I also choose to not have to explain anything to you. You see what I'm saying? You have a choice, and so do I. You feel entitled for me to explain my point of view to you. For what? What is that going to do for me? Like I said individuals inserted themselves in a conversation to make a point in which we weren't even talking about. That is provocation. That is unnecessary contact with people that you already have an issue with. Does that make sense to you, Farici? Do you know the backstory with that individual? They should not even be in our presence because we've already had past history with that person. But that person continues to insert themselves wherever we are. So it gives stalker behavior because we were there first. We were on the panel first. This is why when I'm asked, do I want to speak to certain individuals? Now I understand that I understand the power of a choice. And I can choose to say, no, I don't want to speak to them. Why? Because I already know the result of that conversation. It's not going to lead us anywhere. All that person wants to do is fight. All that person wants to do is get in your way, get in your energy. So therefore, yes, that is my position. Okay? Good morning, Judge Shady. It's called forced engagement. Thank you. And I'm sick of it. I've been on here for 3 years now. I'm tired of it. Go away. It's the same fucking people. Go away. We don't get along. We're not going to get along. You are just looking for a problem with me. Leave people alone that don't rock with us. Simple. Simple. Yo, Farici, you a little weird, bro. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful because I already have a narrative of me like going off on supporters. I think you're from like the boxing community or something, but you just type Polo, please let this person, I'm right here. I can see you, Farici. How is Polo going to let me know anything when we're all on sitting on our devices? So is Polo supposed to tap me on my shoulder and tell me what you saying in my chat? Does that make sense to you? Farici, I'm not even trying to be rude to you, bro. I'm sure you're, a decent guy. But that's crazy. That's crazy. What's up, Ryan? That's crazy. All right. I didn't say you were here to be a mess. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, that's all. I might not even really be saying much of anything. I'm just, right now, I'm just observing your behavior. I'm just, what am I going to wear today? I need some new clothes. That's why I'm saying, like, we got to focus on money. I don't know. Like, you're talking to me about somebody that just has, and they seem to have money, and they actually try to down me as a single mother and call me broke when they are a man who is probably getting a decent disability check from the military, right? And to downgrade a woman that works hard by herself, no handouts. I'm not on any government assistance whatsoever. And I am probably one of the most disrespected motherfuckers on this motherfucking app in this sector. I get up and go to work every day, and people like, huh? Good morning, Tanika. Today, wait, hold on. Let me see what Tanika said. We need an update. Good morning. Hey, you made it. Good morning, Cindy. I'm sorry. Hold on. I got to shout my girl Cindy out. Hey, Cindy. One of my longest members that I know of. You the only one that pop out the bushes with your membership. Talking about 13 months. Thank you, boo. What's up to Tanika made it home? Good. Sending love and blessings to you and your family, Tanika. And I hope your mom is doing okay. Yes, that is a really good update. You gotta fill me in. No, the point of the live this morning, Judge Shady, was basically we've been talking about productivity and income. And then I just happened to stray over into, talking about the events that kind of occurred over the last couple of days. And now here we go. Everybody's popping out. When we talking about good, positive things that can enrich our lives, it's dead over here. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So anyway, let me see. Okay, good, Tanika. Please do. Please do. I don't even know what was said on my panel. I was so tired, but I do understand the freedom of speech. I do not believe that anyone that I am associated with or that I hang around are PDFs. Okay? You guys can believe whatever you want to believe. We don't all have to think alike. I'm not a part of your group. I don't follow your leader. None of that. I have my own brain, my own mind, and I judge people by way more other things. Well, you can get off my channel, Moral Compass. Please. Stop questioning me. I don't have to answer you. Let me get back on topic. You're a distraction in my chat. I'm not a I don't have to explain nothing to you. I believe in the freedom of speech. Okay. People should leave people alone. I don't even know what y'all talking about. I gotta let me see. Okay, and that's your opinion, Moral Compass. Go tell it on the mountain. They still supporting though. Sorry. Okay? What you mean, how do I want to move on? Simple. I'm moving on. Simple. This is me moving on. We were talking about productivity, income, money, motivating shit, money making moves. You want some other shit, bruh. And I'm trying not to don't kill the vibe right now. Whenever y'all come in my chat killing the vibe, like that's when I'm gonna time you out, and that's just gonna be that. Cause you killing the vibe. I'm over here washing clothes, doing laundry, and you talking about some other shit from a few days ago. You move on. We on, what's today? I know, Tanika. That's why I'm like, these motherfuckers talking about moral compass, please. And this nigga probably smoke crack. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas swear y'all perfect and better than. You probably smoke crack. You probably shoot dope. I don't know what you do in your personal life. The fuck? Probably addicted to Percocets. We don't know. Y'all swear y'all God. Like, you are not. Stay in your place. You are human just like me. You are no better than me. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. Fuck out of here with that fake ass outrage. Hypocritical, selective bullshit. Shut up. Here they come. Here they come. Anyway, y'all. Let's get back on topic because we were doing just fine. And we could say whatever we want to say. No man, no bitch, none of y'all. None of y'all comments is is important to me. All right. Well, guess what? Make sure you are advocating for all the children that are abused out there. Make sure you guys are out there advocating for actual abused children, okay? Please do. I want you to, because you don't need to be on my channel talking to me about somebody beefing on a panel and what they said to someone during a beef. You sound stupid to me. It's not that serious. And you from the boxing sector, I thought y'all used to that shit. See, y'all are trying to fuck with me because I'm a woman. You're not gonna make me responsible for what anybody says out their mouth on my panel or anybody else's. You're not. You're not penetrating at all. Y'all are losers for choosing to come into my chat during my early morning motivational conversation and try to turn it and change the narrative and make it into something else. That's what y'all are doing. What are you scared for? You're weird. You're weird. What does my opinion and my thoughts gotta scare you for? Farici, if you don't go find a fucking pair of balls and get the fuck out my chat this morning, I'm about to curse you the fuck out, motherfucker. You are a weirdo. Real talk. I don't know you like that. Nothing I say or do or anybody else on this platform should scare you. You are not in danger, fool. Y'all are fucking insane on this shit. And y'all want to try to fuck my morning up. Nope. This my shit, bitch. How you want to tell me to shut the fuck up? Get the fuck on, dummy. Move on. Swipe up. Go to the next live. Swipe up. Stupid. Idiot. I believe people who pay for StreamYard and to listen and go wherever they want to without being absolutely. I don't listen. I don't tell y'all where to go. I don't care. I appreciate your support when you're here, you know. But people are not gonna disrespect me. That's what we're not gonna do. And I see the plays that y'all do by doing stuff like this. You don't know me. Poetic expressions, and you could be addicted to crack. I don't know you. Exactly, Tanika. We don't condone the words, but you know the actions are not there. Exactly. Nobody is perfect, but some things just should. Yeah, I mean, listen. But at the end of the day, to hold me accountable for somebody else's actions is like retarded. People don't have to agree with me. Yeah, I don't expect everyone to agree with me at all. I'm allowed to have my opinion. And outrage is usually selected because we don't all get mad at the same thing. Exactly. And a lot of times the outrage is because of a certain individual. And it's also because of who your favorites paint people out to be. So therefore, y'all are always waiting for the ball to drop. You're always waiting for that person to do something so that you can start your quote unquote attacking of that person. Like, we know the game. Stop it. We know the game. We know what y'all do. Stop it. Go away. Get off my channel. Because it's not going to work over here. Y'all ain't canceling nothing. You're not stopping nothing. We about to increase and improve our productivity so that we can increase and improve the bag. Fuck is you talking about? I've been begging people to leave kids alone and stop the docs for years. I already know Judge Shady, but these people want to act like now all of a sudden it's a problem when you have been on a mission to stop things that have occurred in this sector, in that sector. And different lifestyles are intertwined on here. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But we don't all have to engage. And that's what I was saying earlier. We have the right to say, you know what? I choose not to. That's what, like I said before, Phantom's platform has become, and someone else said it yesterday, oh, this is a neutral stomping grounds for us. No, it's not. Like that's what y'all think. So the mindset is I'm gonna come over here because I know Sammy watching, and I'm gonna get up here on this panel and I'm gonna say shit to trigger her. I'm gonna get her to pop out because I want to have this back and forth. And then Sammy pops out and engages in the back and forth and starts calling a motherfucker broke and start talking about the shit that they've heard about the motherfucker. And now all of a sudden, Sammy thinks she's better than. Sammy thinks we're all broke and don't have anything. So you don't win for nothing. And this shit is whack and corny and stupid and unproductive. Words go away, actions don't, and I don't condone. Yes, Sammy isn't responsible for what someone else says. Trying to watch or... Okay, anyway. Yeah, we were talking about productivity and income. Poetic expressions is really going through a hard time right now, you guys. Poetic expressions is someone here on YouTube. I don't know what they look like, who they are, never met them, right? But they're sitting in my live stream that I own, that I am the proprietor of. As I'm talking on my live stream, they're telling me to shut the fuck up in my chat. we should pray for poetic expressions, because all poetic expressions has to do is simply come out of my live stream. But instead, they think that they have the power to tell me what to do on my live stream. Do you guys see how this is working? Does that make sense to any of y'all? I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat if you believe that Poetic Expressions has the right to tell me to shut the fuck up in my live stream that I started, that I own, that I'm going to be paid from, when they can simply just swipe up and go to someone else's live stream, but they're choosing to be here with Sammy. So I think the last thing I should do is shut the fuck up, because then Poetic Expressions, what are you going to listen to from me? Huh? So that leads me to believe that Poetic Expressions might be a little retarded. She might be just a little touched. I'm not sure, because that just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, that's why I said I might have glazed over. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Thank you, Trin. Good morning. Good morning. No, someone telling me to shut the fuck up is very disrespectful. Okay, I appreciate that. Hypocrisy. Everyone should be upset about all the behavior, all because people can't handle words. Thank you. You don't like someone, then move the fuck on. Exactly. That's the point. That's the point. It's for the vote, not law or facts. Entertainment, good or bad. I don't like when people speak on your baby boy. No kids deserve that. But that's just them speaking on him. He's not affected, Angie. He's still actually sleeping. He's well rested. Yeah. So we're not bothered by that. It doesn't bother. And the way people are over here pressing me as if I said something wrong, but yet they sit other places where my child is dragged and talked about in a very disgusting manner. They don't say nothing to them. I need y'all to fuck off. That's what I want you to do. You can go. Go. Okay, but you want to be here though, baby. You want to be here. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the views. I do appreciate it, honey. And you should like the video. I should at least have 25 likes. And you're probably one of them that are just sitting here listening to my voice. You just want to be starting something. Got to be starting something. I feel sorry for you. Hey, just go away. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Lucky. All right. Well, I'm rude. I'm from New York, New York. I ain't nothing nice. Ah, I ain't nothing nice. Don't get it twisted. I don't care what y'all think about me. It's me, Sammy. What's up, Tony? Good morning. Shout out to all my people. I love y'all. Ah. Y'all need to stay over there with Danny, where y'all could freely express yourselves and y'all opinions about people. Keep it over there. So anyway, y'all, we caught up in the comments. We're caught up in the comments. We're caught up in the comments. Y'all know I be behind. I could say whatever I want. She said, say my name, say my name. She say my name all the time, and you love it. That's why you here. Thank you for the promo. Shout out to the promo. Anyway, guys, so today we discuss productivity and income, and we are going to do what it takes to improve and increase our productivity. Therefore, we can improve and increase the bag. I thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. It has been a great morning. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you, Just Go Away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate those that support me, and I appreciate those that don't. I actually made up Helmet Head. That's my drag. That's my read for you guys. You can't use what I made up on me. Woo! Anyway, I had a great time, you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. God bless. Salute to all of y'all. I wish you nothing but prosperity. I know you guys loved my Bob. I know y'all loved it. I heard about it in the Discord. I heard y'all loved the Bob. Shout out to the Avengers. Thank you for all you do. And yeah, you guys have a great day. God bless. I wish you nothing but happiness, joy, prosperity, love, and all the good things. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.